Talking horses, talking the Kentucky Derby with who else? Steve Cauthen, who not only won the Kentucky Derby, but the Triple Crown 15 years ago with Affirmed. How did you get the mount on Affirmed?
Well, it was I was very lucky. Angel Cordero and Lafitte Pingade had both won on the horse, and they were obviously offered the ride, but they, for one reason or another, chose not to come. Lafitte was out in California. He chose not to come back to Saratoga to ride the horse, so I was offered the mount. I was riding for Lansbury at the time, and he gave me the chance to ride this colt.
And you kept it.
Yeah.
And the more you rode the horse, did you feel like this was your ticket to Kentucky? Back to Kentucky?
Well, obviously, he won. I think the race that he first beat Alydar when I rode him, was the Hopeful Stakes. And I knew after that race that both of these horses were nice horses, Alydar and Affirmed, and the rivalry and the supremacy over the other horses just continued to grow and grow.
But in the Kentucky Derby, many failed to realize that Alydar was favored over Affirmed, and it was a pretty good race, but it was not Alydar's best.
Yeah, I think a lot had to do with the fact the Calumet farm. He was a Kentucky-bred horse. He, he had won a lot of races on the East Coast and Florida, and he had won the Bluegrass Stakes, and I think a lot of the Kentuckians were favoring him. He was an exceptionally well-bred horse. The Marquis owned him, from Kentucky, and so it was probably the one race where he really never got a blow in at Affirmed. That day he was drawn on the outside, and he broke a little slow. Took a long time to get in the race, but at the same time he was still making a big run down the stretch.
Were you confident you were going to win the Kentucky Derby?
I wasn't confident. I was obviously very hopeful. I had a lot of confidence in the horse. I had confidence in myself because everybody in our stable, Lansbury, was great at pumping me up. He was always telling me, "Don't worry, you can. You'll handle it, no problem." And so I went into the race with a lot of confidence, and I didn't really feel that much pressure. I was just glad to be in Kentucky on Derby Day. We're having a chance to ride in the race.
And after the race, the one memory that comes out above all others?
Well, I just think that for a Kentuckian, there's nothing better to do than to win the Kentucky Derby and to have my whole family there, all standing in the winner's enclosure after the race and cheering me on. It was, a moment of just sheer ecstasy.
And you never lost a Kentucky Derby, did you?
No, I've only ridden in one. My record's clear and 100%.
Okay, talking horses, talking the Kentucky Derby with a guy who's batting 1,000, Steve Cauthen.